Okay, so today's video is on the topic of skincare. It's going to be about what I use personally, just me personally, my opinions, and what I use on my skin for my skincare regimen. And I will share with you the majority of the products that I use. So let's go ahead and get started. So, firstly, I have kind of an interesting skincare routine. It's really hard to honestly explain what I do because I do a lot of stuff and I do a lot of kind of weird things. So, what I do essentially is after I take my bath or shower, I will wash my face, and I usually actually wash it with an unscented, uncolored bar soap. So one that's really mild, that's not going to strip the oils. So that's what I actually normally use to wash my face. Now, I do have some other products here that I've been using. Oh, that's too dark. Hold on. So this is a deep cleanser there in the middle. So the deep cleanser is kind of what I use. It's got some exfoliating beads in it, but it's not really abrasive. So I use a deep cleanser. And then after that, I use the nourishing gel, which is this one right here. And that kind of is like, it works as like a moisturizer essentially. Then I also have a firming mask pack, which is the one on the very far right jar right there. And that one it's kaolin. I think that's how you pronounce it, kaolin, and it's like this white, kind of like thick mask type kind of consistency. So I put that on my face. The mask I do twice a week. Then I also have a scrub here on the very left. And the scrub is exfoliating scrub, and it's really good. These are great. They have essential oils. They kind of have, the smell is kind of strong. I'm not super fond of it, but the ingredients are pretty clean. So I've been using this, and I had never even heard of that brand, but I ordered it off eBay, and it wasn't very expensive at all. And it's just what I have been using lately. I don't normally have this extensive of a skincare routine. A lot of times I use just kind of like household items that I already have to utilize into my skincare routine. So twice a week, I also do a body scrub, and I use one time per week, I use coffee grounds, and the other time I use nothing but baking soda. So just pure baking soda, and then the other time I do 100% Arabica coffee grounds, organic preferably. So I also moisturize my whole entire body, morning and night at least, and when I go tanning, which is twice a week. So I moisturize my whole entire body with either like a natural unscented lotion, something that's organic. If I have it, that gets pretty pricey, so most of what I use is actually more of like organic olive oil or some almond oil, sunflower oil, any kind of unscented oil that I would just get like from the grocery store. So like something like, for example, coconut is one that I use a lot of. So yeah, I basically oil up my body at least morning and night, and that prevents me from getting any kind of like stretch marks, and keeps my whole entire skin looking young, because you really want to think about your whole entire body. You don't want to just focus on your face. So the detox baths that I take that I've mentioned in one of my other videos, those help a lot with my skincare as well. And yes, I do go tanning twice a week. That is controversial, but that is something I do for various reasons. I do it, and I get a lot of benefit from it on so many different levels. So I have self tanner is something I don't use much currently because I do tan twice a week, and I usually retain enough color. But I'm naturally very, very fair, and I personally just prefer to have some color. So if ever I'm in a situation where I am traveling, or I am stuck in a hospital, or I'm really sick, or I've got something going on where I can't make it to the tanning salon, I will use self tanner. So this one right here is an aerosol spray, and this one is not very natural, but I do really like the way that it looks and the way that it did on my skin. So I'm almost out of it. But as you can see, this one has fragrance. It does have yellow 5, which yellow 5, in my opinion, is the least toxic of all the artificial colors. But this product could definitely be a lot better. Yeah, it's got blue 1, red 33. So this is like for emergencies only. So That one does blend really well onto the face. So then Desert Bronze, I would say, is one of my favorites. This is kind of like a tanning mousse. And the cool thing about Desert Bronze is I think it does actually have one artificial color, I want to say. Yeah, it does have some artificial colors. Okay. This is for emergencies as well, but this one I like a little bit better because the DHA that's in it, which is the ingredient that tans the skin, dihydroxyacetone, that ingredient is organic, because a lot of people don't know that dihydroxyacetone, DHA, if it's not organic, sustainable, it actually can deplete the immune system, and it's just not good for you. It's actually really bad for your immune system, and if you're putting that on your skin, well, I'm not going to go into a ton of detail, but you could pose yourself at risk for skin cancer later, and that's just my opinion. So over time, I don't use a whole lot of self tanner because it's just hard to find ones that are non-toxic that are really good. So with the Desert Bronze one, I have to dilute it typically, and I always wear gloves with that one because it stains really, really quickly, and it stains bad on hands. So I use gloves, and I usually dilute it with regular lotion or some coconut or almond oil, etc. So I do but I get a lot of free skincare samples in the mail. And I do like to utilize them if they are clean in their ingredients. So this one is a resurfacing compound, and the brand is, I don't even know what the brand is. It doesn't even say. I can't remember. But this is 100% very, very clean ingredients. And basically you put it on like a moisturizer essentially on your bare skin, and you apply it twice a day. And I am using that right now. This is my third pack. I've already used 2. So it's just supposed to kind of even out your skin tone, and yeah, that's really about it on that. So skincare samples I utilize as I get them. And then this is some rosemary oil. I apply this to my face morning, afternoon, and night. And rosemary is great for anti-aging. This stuff also, studies have shown that it can actually help you with gray hair. So I also kind of rub some into my scalp. So rosemary is great, and here I just have a pack of essential oils, and this whole pack was only I think it was only like $20. I mean, it's pretty amazing, and all these essential oils last me quite some time. So we have peppermint, eucalyptus, lemon, orange, lavender, frankincense, and what's the last one? Tea tree. So each individual oil has different uses. I mean, really, when we're looking at tea tree can actually help with hair loss, can help you regrow hair, make your hair thicker. It has really good antiseptic and antifungal properties. A lot of people use it for things such as athlete's foot, etc. Orange oil is just simply very uplifting. It's good for your sinuses, your respiratory system, good for depression, anxiety. Lavender is super good for anxiety. And lavender is something else that's it really just smells amazing, and it lifts your spirits. So frankincense is one that I really like. And I could talk a lot about frankincense, but what I really like about frankincense is it has very, very strong anti-cancer properties. So pretty much anything you can think of. Skin cancer studies have actually shown in some cases that it can actually eradicate certain skin cancers. So anytime I see a spot on my skin that looks questionable, I do put frankincense on it. So that's something you can think about. And lemongrass, I don't think I mentioned that, or did I? Okay. Yeah, lemongrass oil, kind of similarly to orange oil, is very uplifting, very good for anxiety, depression. It's good for ADHD, ADD, things like that. Lemongrass is another one that's very, very multi-use, and honestly, pretty much all the essential oils out there, these are my basic, this is my basic pack. So all of these essential oils are probably, I would say, the most common ones, and they all have a tremendous amount of uses, way too many to count. Eucalyptus, very good for asthma, respiratory aid, really, you name it on the eucalyptus. Clear up your sinuses if you're sick. In my opinion, it's really the number one thing to use put it in your humidifier along with peppermint. Peppermint and lemongrass together are extremely good for nausea and stomach issues. If you get sick and you have some kind of stomach bug, food poisoning, if you're pregnant, morning sickness, you can talk to your doctor about using the essential oils. So I know when I was pregnant, lemongrass and peppermint helped me so tremendously, and lavender honestly too. So yeah, that's a brief explanation of these essential oils, along with my current skincare routine. And there are a few other little things that I do that I might not mention in this video just because there's so much that I do and I could say, but I'm not gonna, for time's sake, I'm not gonna go into every tiny little thing. So, without further ado, thank you for watching and help me come up with some ideas for more videos. Thank you.